Have we forgotten Caroline Flack? Like, have we forgotten what was going on a few months ago? The online trolls, the online abuses, the online bullying, the weight of the world being on someone's shoulders to the level, to the point where they feel like they need to just kill themselves. Like, the only way out is to literally kill themselves. To go through a situation where your life is literally in the limelight and every single person feels entitled to tell you do not deserve to continue living. It seems like with the situation going on with all of these UK influencers, past tweets resurfacing, people really feel entitled to send hate, death threats, to have the power to tell somebody whether they should live or die. I think this is where we lose as a people. This is where we lose value as a people. This is where we lose our voices as a people, as black women, as just a black community. This is a conversation that needs to be ongoing. We need to talk about it. You know, within the last couple of days, I've just kind of deeped my own thoughts and I've deeped the situation, and I realized that this situation is bigger than Neloro, it's bigger than Only Bells, it's bigger than Tionwen, it's bigger than all of these people. Hi lovely people, welcome back to another video. So I'm gonna talk about this cancel culture, UK influencers, tweets resurfacing and self-hate, all of that stuff, because it's a conversation that needs to be ongoing. I wanted to bring this discussion more than what is going on, you know, more than, it's not about bashing these people. I've done a video about this recently, so you can go and watch that, but this is just to extend the conversation. So as you can see in my thumbnail, I did mention about embracing my black lips, and the reason why I wanted to share that with you guys is because growing up I have dark lips. Okay, you can't see them now because I've put lip gloss over it, and it's something that as a black girl back in school I was very insecure about. You know, people used to make comments asking me like, do I smoke weed and all of this, because obviously apparently when you smoke your lips gets dark. It was something that was echoed so many times that I began to feel insecure alongside other things. Growing up being a black African girl, you know, teachers didn't even know how to pronounce my name. I've got an African surname. I hated the registry or attendance, whatever it was called, because I knew when it will get to my name, the teachers will pronounce it wrong, and obviously children would laugh. You know, there were so many connotations that we literally had to deal with growing up as being Africans. So when these influencers are speaking and doing their videos and explaining what they went through, yes, it's not an excuse, but I'm sure we can all relate. So yes, we didn't go on social media and start degrading our own, but everybody deals with things differently. And what we have to remember, guys, is that, you know, there this whole cancel culture. What I really want to ask you is, what makes you feel entitled to cancel somebody? What does it mean to cancel somebody? Because when we experience things like, you know, the death of Caroline Flack, and we send our RIPs and, you know, our condolences, and oh my gosh, I can't believe this, yet we are the same people with the same mouth, with the same tongue, that yet again will speak the same words to somebody else. As black people, we are extreme. Like, I am so proud to be black. I feel like as black people, we are the gold mine. There is so much about us that still needs to be uncovered, you know. We will never win in life if we always battle the way we battle. We have to look back and see that the way that we handle things never get us anywhere. The way that we address things never gets us anywhere. And so what I want to ask you is that, what would now happen if tomorrow you look online and any of these influencers that have been bashed have passed? Are you going to be RIPs on their page because you are the same person that was sending them death wishes? I understand the frustrations and the anger. Trust me, I was talking to my friend and literally I was just like, I cannot believe like people, black women, would even say such things. But at the end of the day, I've had to realize the conversation is much bigger than these people. All this shows is that there is still, was and is still, a level of self hate and a deeper work that needs to be done within black women alone on a day-to-day battling with, you know, am I beautiful enough being dark skinned? If I was to stand between a white lady, a light skin and a dark skin, am I going to be picked or am I not going to be picked based on my color? These are day-to-day battles that we are still going through. And also, can we talk about nose contours? Is that a conversation that we're ready to discuss? Because are we contouring our nose because we feel like that is more beautiful to have a slender nose, because we don't contour our lips? Yet we were degraded and yet we were cussed for having big lips back in school. We were being called rubber lips, we were being called all kind of things. We don't go to make our lips smaller, in fact the opposite, we make our lips bigger. Is that because that is what is being socially approved as more beautiful? Every day in our makeup routines, and I do it as well, we can't do our makeup without contouring our nose. We have to ask ourselves, you know, this is a product of something that has been sown into our society, into our culture. You know, this is something that we have been socially programmed. This is something that has been imprinted in us. What is socially beautiful, you know, by our black men, by the society and environment that we are living in. The conversations that we need to be having is not, oh, this person is cancelled, that person is cancelled. The conversation we need to be having is, how are we going to raise our black young children? How are we going to raise our young black men to not think the way that they think towards the black women who they're, by the way, been raised by? How are we going to train and build our young black ladies to embrace their darkness, to embrace their features, to embrace who they are? Because black is beautiful. It's not about a trend. It shouldn't be based on a trend. It shouldn't be because the melanin is popping today, so I'm going to associate myself with being the darkest shades, being black. It's not a trend. Being black is not a trend. Melanin popping is not a trend. We have melanin in our body. Being black is not a trend. But yeah guys, I definitely feel like we need to really do you know what, like, we need to step away from this cancel culture that we are generating within our own community. We speak about building each other, women empowerment, Black Lives Matter, and all of these narratives that we bring out, and it's almost like there is no strong foundation to these things. It just depends on whatever movement is going on, that's what we jump on. We need to remember that the conversation is much bigger than these influencers. They were young, they made a mistake, and like I said in my previous videos, they need to be held accountable to that. And at the same time, we need to take those train of thoughts and actually deal with the root of the issue and deal with the actual issue that is going on within our own community. I'm gonna leave it there, guys. Please let me know what your thoughts are. The way people are treating people is just insane. Like, it's absolutely insane. Like, please check yourself. Like, check your heart, check yourself, evaluate yourself, and actually see what like, see what's going on within you. One thing that is interesting about Twitter is, like, people become different people on Twitter, you know. I don't know whether they take off their mask or they put on a mask, or they take off their identity and they put on another one, but they really feel like they can just be anyhow, do anyhow. Like, the way that you talk with so much vim on Twitter, you were never on the streets. Like, you were never, like, to the person's face. So it's really interesting, like, what is going on. But anyways, thank you so much for watching, guys, and let's continue having the conversation, because we need to come out, you know. We need to do better. Thank you for watching, guys, and I'll see you in my next video.